It's funny. No matter how many times or ways you plan it, you'll always end up in the same old cliche over and over again. You'll find yourself going down the same old road. Dinner for one in an empty apartment in the shittiest part of town. And for the punchline, shot in the gut by the one thing that mattered in my life. My mother always told me if it's too good to be true, then don't trust it. Play it safe. Don't get cocky and you won't get hurt.
How do I look?
I've tried to live my life by that motto.
Joe?
And where did that get?
I can see you behind there. Joe? Do you know what day it is?
Of course I do, it's Friday.
Now don't get cheeky with me, mister. I have a surprise for you. Happy birthday, darling.
I'm not sure if being a man of the law was what I really wanted. But after that day, it was all I could think of. I was hooked. She was the most beautiful thing I had ever seen, and I trusted her with my life. We had something good going on. But after a while, my luck ran out. My client list was non-existent. I was late with the rent. I'd forgotten the smell of soap and the feel of a warm shower. A warm meal and a decent night's sleep. So the day she walked into my office, I thought my prayers had been answered. So I broke my golden rule. Never trust a client. But what can I say? I got cocky. There was a man she wanted me to find. Or at least that's what she told me. She had been to every private detective in town and I was her last resort. She said that the last thing she wanted was to hire me. She certainly knew how to compliment a guy. She should have come to me first and then maybe none of this would have happened. My kidding. At that moment I could only think of the money. A paid gig. I hadn't seen one of those in a while. Not in this shitty economy. So funny enough, with every bone in my body telling me not to, I took the money. But what can I say? I got cocky. I called her the next day. I had a few questions. She sounded distant. Right away she told me she wasn't sure she was doing the right thing. It was too long ago. Leave the past in the past and all that crap. I told her the truth has a funny way of popping up when you least expect it. That kind of made me laugh. She wasn't amused. She told me that some things are better forgotten, and that if I didn't back off I would regret it. If only I had listened to her. It's like my mother always said. If it's too good to be true, don't trust it. Now isn't that ironic? Who was this man she wanted me to find? Like it or not, I was about to find out. So I had work to do. I was a bit rusty, but it came back to me. Being a detective is remembering who to call and reminding them of the favour they owe you. Like the time they were caught with their pants down. Literally. And you had to take a few pictures and blackmail a few people to get your hands on some pretty incriminating evidence that mysteriously disappeared. There was something she wanted to leave buried in her past. I should have made her tell me the truth right there and then, but I was a fool. I guess I didn't want to see what was right in front of me. But I guess that somehow deep down I knew the truth. I understood everything when I saw his picture. That was her secret. She wanted me to find my father. I've had enough! I will not be a part of this. Do you even know what you're doing? He's just a kid, for crying out loud. You're crazy, Lauren. He's too young. What will people say? You're out of your mind. If you do this, you'll never see me again. I will not be a part of this. My mother told me not to get cocky. People make mistakes when they get cocky. But I was too stubborn to let go. She knows that. In fact, she should be here any minute now to terminate my employment. She wants to finish it before I find the truth, but it's too late for that. She's in for a surprise. And it didn't matter if I knew the truth. I would be taking it to my grave. In the end, I thought whatever happens, I could always count on Lucille. Who would have guessed that she would be the death of me? She certainly made a mess of things.
I got cocky, Mummy.